My name is Ruth Trimble. I'm 19 and I live in 5 Mile Town. And I've just finished my first year at Dundee University. Since I was 8 and I heard the story of Amy Carmichael and her work in India, I've wanted to follow in her footsteps. So last July, thanks to the help of New Horizon Bursary, I travelled to the city of Kolkata in the northern state of West Bengal in India. I went as part of a Tier Fund Transform team, but when we were there we worked with a local charity called Emmanuel Ministries Calcutta, and they have a variety of projects throughout the city that help the lowest castes in society. So while I was there, I worked in one of their pavement clubs, which provides informal education for some of the slum children aged 8 to 18. And at Pavement Club they learn English, they learn maths and other subjects. And Pavement Club provides them with a meal every day. They've got at least one. They provide them with a clean uniform that they can put on. They provide a safe place that they can spend time in the afternoon if their parents are working. And they provide an opportunity for the children to hear about, to see and to respond to the love of Jesus. In the evenings, I also spent time in a rehabilitation centre in the city. I joined a group of women who were recovering from addiction, mostly to alcohol and heroin. At the time, I didn't feel like I was achieving much. I just had to fit in because they had strict timetables to help them recover. So I just was their friend and just shared stories, and as time went on, I realised how valuable that was. These women had no other friends, that they had been deserted and disowned by their families and by their society, and that my friendship meant so much to them. I've seen the challenges such as mosquito bites and the overwhelming heat and humidity, the language barrier, and just being unable to help every child or every sick person in the city and in the world. But I've also come away from India with a greater understanding of who God is, and I've seen His compassion. And I know that if God calls me back to India, that He will enable me to go face those challenges and deal with those problems. So India has been a really great experience, and thank you for supporting me.
My name is Conor Johnston, and I have just returned from a gap year. I was serving in a town in western Uganda called Mbarara for the past 10 months, and I was serving with a mission organisation called AIM. I was serving in a local secondary school for the first 4 months, from September until December, and that was doing Bible studies and also sports coaching in rugby. I then moved to a discipleship project called Abide. This is a 6-month program from January until June for secondary school students who have just finished their A-levels, and it has Bible training, mentoring, discipleship, and I was serving with them as a leader. Living with Ugandans and developing strong relationships with them was a huge blessing. I was living with the students at Abide, and this provided many opportunities for great conversations and just experiencing life together, and this caused relationships to grow stronger, and I know the Ugandan students had a very good influence on me, and I hope I had a good influence on them. Before I went to Uganda, I had the tough challenge of raising support to go, and one of the great blessings to me was receiving some money from New Horizon, but also it was great to have the knowledge that New Horizon was supporting the work that God was doing in the lives of the youth in Uganda, and continuing the Great Commission of Jesus Christ to go and make disciples of all nations. So thank you very much.
Não tenhas medo, não te desanimes, eu estou contigo. Creio.
My name's Johnny, and I'm working with Latin Link in Peru. I'm on my Stride placement. A big part of being on Stride is involvement with the local church. With my local church, I play in the worship band, in the worship group at church, and play the bass guitar. In my time here, I've been involved discipling various young people from the church, and one of the guys I've been doing Bible studies with every week is a guy called Beto.
Bueno, mi vida es un poco especial porque mi mamá me tuvo a los 6 meses y nací así, o sea, por negligencia médica. No fui atendida a tiempo. Ha sido buena experiencia conocer a Johnny como amigo y como guía espiritual.
Every strider has a mentor while they're out in their placement. My mentor is Paul Turner, a missionary here in Arequipa. And it's really just a great support, you know, to be able to talk about, you know, maybe the problems you're having or difficulties you're facing. God has really used this year to strengthen me in my faith. I'm closer in my walk with God, and like God does use people whenever they take the step out and say, God, I want to be of use.